Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. It's Marvin here again. Gonna do a predictions video like I mentioned in yesterday's video. I've done a few of these predictions videos for various tournaments throughout the year, and I've caught a few games from IEM Summer, and I thought I would do one for the playoffs, which are this weekend. So I did a similar type video for the DreamHack Masters Spring. It's a similar format. In fact, it's almost the same format, with the playoffs being a six-team bracket like I've put together here in Photoshop. And like that video, I'm going to do 1 or 2 minutes on each matchup, give my thoughts, and give my predictions for each matchup. So our first quarterfinal will be between Gambit and EG. And I've got to give props first of all for EG for making it here with their new roster. They've looked alright with Mihu, but I think just making it to the playoffs is going to be an overperformance for them. I don't see them getting past Gambit here. Gambit, I mean, they've been the number one team in Counter-Strike for 2021. They're experienced in making deep runs. They're coming off a win in the CIS RMR. Before that, he came second in the DreamHack Masters Spring, and barring what would seem like a mind-blowing upset, I I can't see any way that Gambit lose to EG here. So yeah, barring the impossible happening, I guess, I will be I will be tipping Gambit to advance here. So our second quarterfinal will be Vitality taking on Virtus Pro. And the first thing I want to mention for this matchup is the form of Zywoo, who is the number one rated player in the tournament so far. And I recently made a video about Zywoo from the Flashpoint and his recent form, and I'll put a link to that in the top right if you want to check that out. But unfortunately for Zywoo, I guess the rest of his team isn't really performing nearly as well. Even with the recent addition of Kyojin as a firepower upgrade to RPK, it just feels like there isn't enough firepower in the team. And even though part of me wants to just tip Vitality here and hope that Zywoo carries them past VP, I just don't think that's much of a game plan. And I think Vitality themselves are starting to figure that out. So I will be taking VP to advance here. So that results in our first semi-final going to be G2 taking on Gambit. And I don't think I could speak any more highly of Gambit than I did in the quarterfinal matchup. But I definitely think they're a very strong team. And G2 have had a relatively easy road to the semi-finals with wins over Extra Salt, Fun Plus Phoenix, and Vitality. And I definitely think that G2 are improving. I think they're a good team, but something just doesn't seem quite right with them. And I don't see any two maps in their map pool that they can beat Gambit on. Although it wouldn't be insane for me to see an upset here with G2 getting over Gambit. I just can't go past Gambit here, and therefore I'm going to be tipping them to advance. And now our second semi-final is going to be a rematch of the Group B upper bracket semi-final in OG versus Virtus Pro. And in that matchup, OG comprehensively, I would say, 2-0'd Virtus Pro. And like I mentioned in my intro of this video, I really liked, I'm really liking OG in their current form. Like I said, I made a video yesterday about how hot they are right now in the tournament. They're looking super strong. I'm really liking the performance out of their players, and I see no real reason as to why the rematch of the upper bracket semi-final for Group B would be any different. So therefore, I'm going to be tipping OG to make the final here. So that leaves us with a very tantalizing final matchup between Gambit, the number one team in Counter-Strike right now, and OG, who happen to be the number one rated team in the tournament so far. And in my matchup between Vitality and Virtus Pro, I said that Zaiwu was the number one rated player in the tournament so far. Well, the next two are Flames and Mantu from OG. So that just shows you how well they're performing and how good the roster is looking so far. I do quickly want to shout out Axile, who has a 1.3 rating across 8 maps in the tournament so far, and he's looking very good. But unfortunately for Gambit, Hobbit, who they rely a bit for their fragging, and who is normally such a consistently strong performer in the team, has a 0.93 rating. And I think that's going to hurt them as um, I know Shiro's performed well, but we all saw in the DreamHack Masters Spring, he kind of went missing in the final. And I think I'm going to be leaning towards OG here. I really like the composition of the team, and I really would like Alexi to win a tournament like this. I feel like he's really got a team around him now that can win. And for those reasons, I will be predicting OG as my IEM Summer 2021 champions.